Hi, I'm Melanie McCord, and I'm running for the U.S. House of Representatives in Utah's 3rd Congressional District as a candidate from the United Utah Party. This is the seat that Jason Chaffetz left and that John Curtis won in last year's special election. I have been a registered Republican in the past, but I've also voted for Democrats and independents. I became unaffiliated after the 2000 presidential election, when partisan officials in Florida determined that votes would not be counted. And as a result, a man who was not elected by the majority voice of the people became our president. Many of the problems that our nation is facing today are a direct result of that awful error. I believe in the sovereignty of the people. I think that the two-party system, as it exists in America today, interferes with that sovereignty. I think that the one-party system that exists in Utah, let's be honest, one party, dominant, also interferes with the sovereignty of the people. I would like to help change that. Reform is my platform. I'm a longtime political activist. For 20 years, I've been involved in provopolitics. I've watched, read, written, lobbied, organized, and it's my passion and my pastime. I've been a candidate, I've been a reporter, I've been a neighborhood representative, I've been a lobbyist. Some have called me an engaged citizen, some a watchdog. I've even been called a political gadfly. Always around and very annoying. That may be accurate. Here's a quote that Marjorie Stoneman Douglas gave us. She is the environmentalist for whom the high school in Florida that has been in the news recently was named for. She said, to people like me, be a nuisance when it counts. Do your part to inform and stimulate the public to join your action. Be depressed, discouraged, and disappointed at failure and the disheartening effect of ignorance, greed, corruption, and bad politics. But never give up. I love that. I have no delusions about my chances of winning this election. But there are other good reasons to run, and here are mine. Number one, I like to raise awareness about the United Utah Party. This is a centrist, reform-oriented movement that is attempting to bring back people who've been disillusioned by the process back into politics. United Utah is made up of smart, dedicated, moderate people who understand the value of compromise and bipartisan cooperation. Go to unitedutah.org, that's their website, and read the party platform. If you, like I, agree with the platform, join us. All are welcome. Number two, I want to provide an alternative to the paralyzing partisanship that has taken over our country. There are many of us in Utah who feel like both parties, Republican and Democrat, have become so extreme that the atmosphere in Washington has become so polarized that nothing can get done. The very thing that George Washington warned about in his 1796 address, about political parties becoming so excessively powerful that they would divide our nation, have come to pass. There's a virulent partisanship in Congress, and it's doing damage to our nation, and it needs to be addressed. Public trust in our government has never been lower. I'd like to help address that problem. One solution is to elect representatives to Congress who are not beholden to any political party. Number 3, I want to participate in the discussion. Elections are an excellent time to raise issues and discuss solutions and define arguments, to express opinions. I've been a candidate before. I know what a great time it can be to come up with solutions to problems. Those who know me can verify that I have no problem expressing my opinions. I do so loudly and energetically at every opportunity. But during this campaign, I hope to represent the middle ground, not the extremes, and to bring a considered, fact-based, rational view of the issues to the public. As Jim Bennett said when he ran for this very seat in last year's election, it's not all black and white. There are a whole lot of grays. Number 4, I want to push the envelope. There are many people all around us who should run for office. Many who may want to run for office, but who think for some reason they can't run for office. Here's the thing. If I can do it, anyone can do it. I believe, this is my soapbox, I believe that when we do a hard thing, and we do it with grit and grace, we make it easier for all of the people who come after us who have to do it later. By doing the hard thing first, we make it possible or easier for them to do it. We make their burdens lighter. And I'd like to do that. Number 5, I want to campaign, see if it's possible to campaign, with authenticity and dignity. Running for office is not a joke. It's a sacred responsibility and privilege. I fully admit to a tendency towards flippancy and sarcasm, but I will do my very best to try to treat this opportunity with respect. And I promise that I will be 100% authentic. No pretense, no posturing, no image management. What you see is what you get. I hope that you will be involved this election season. I encourage you to visit my YouTube channel, where I will be posting videos with my position on various issues. I invite you to investigate the United Utah Party. Thank you for considering me, Melanie McCord, as a candidate for Congress.